have noticed that on geometry, most of you the last part you're having problems. Okay, so on earth geometry, for example, if you are calculating, okay, let's say maybe it's distance. Okay, I'll give an example. Let's say after you calculate, then your last answer, down the last answer, maybe you get something like let's say 678.12345 for example, like that. Okay, you get such an answer after you have divided, you have done everything. The last answer you get something, whether this is in meters, whether it's in kilometers, whether it's in nautical miles. It can be, this answer can be in whether it's meters, kilometers, nautical miles, it doesn't matter. Okay. The question usually says, if you look at when the exam paper, the first page says, write always to 3 significant figures. Okay? You have to round off this answer to 3 significant figures. I've seen most of you when you are solving this, sometimes you just write just 2 of them here. No, you have to write the entire answer. And then the last stage, that's where you round off. So when they say 3 significant figures, what do? 3 significant figures, you round off this answer to 3 significant figures. So how do you do that? How do you round this off into 3 significant figures? You count. For example, here there are 4 numbers. So you count 1, 2, 3. So 3 ends here. So it will be 6. If the number in front, it is above 5 or 5, you add 1 to this one. So meaning this one will be 8. But this one, you replace it with a placeholder of 0. So here it will be 0. So this is it. If this is nautical miles or whether it's kilometers, you put there. It can be nautical miles or kilometers. Don't put both. Depending on the question that you are solving, it can be nautical miles or kilometers. Have you seen the way I've done this? Not when you reach here, you write it like this. 6678.12. Not this. Don't write this in the exam. When you write this, they'll mark you wrong because the question says 3 significant figures. They say round off to 3 significant figures. When you reach here, write all the answer up to here. But now the last one, even this one, you need to write it. Write the entire answer, 6.07, write everything. Then you round off to 3 significant figures. I repeat, 3 significant figures. That's what the degree of accuracy says on the first paper. You round off to 3 significant figures. Okay? I hope you have understood. What about if, for example, the answer is, let's say maybe your answer is, let's say maybe 607, 607.290123. Okay, it goes on like that. How do you round off to 3 significant figures? How do you round off? If your answer is like this, the last answer, 3 significant figures, you count. You count 1, 2, 3. So meaning the none will come here. 3 significant figures. You just write it the way it is. 0, 7. If it's kilometers, you put. If nautical miles, you put. Like that. Okay? I hope you have understood, guys. What about if the distance is, let's say, maybe it is 2, let's say 0, Okay, let me say maybe 5, let's say 2, 9, how can I put it? Let's say maybe I put 0, I put 9 there. And then I'm trying to find the best way on how I can make you understand how to round off to 3 significant figures, how to round off to 3 significant figures. A number, how to round it off to 3. If I write it like that, maybe your last answer. Just wait a minute, there's something I'm trying to find out so that I can easily explain to you guys. Okay. Okay, let's say it's like this. 2, okay. I'll write this. Maybe your answer, the distance is, let's say 2 or 3, 2, 4, 5, maybe 6.1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and so on. How do you round off this to 3 significant figures? 3 significant figures. You add 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's here. Okay? So don't write 3, 2, 4. You don't write like this. I said these numbers after you cut, you replace them with the placeholders of 0. So you always put zeros like this for this first 2. If there were 3 numbers, you put 3 zeros. You only put the numbers before the decimal point. These ones, you don't include them. I hope you have understood. So this is 3 significant figures. You calculate, you add 1, 2, 3. You cut it off from here. Then these numbers after this cutting, you replace them with zeros. So this is 3 significant figures because these zeros at the end, they are not significant. So the only significant figures is this, that. Okay, I hope you have understood. Okay, that's the main part I want to explain because you are rounding off. So in your rounding off, you add 3, 1, 2, 3. Then you do a line, you round off. Then the numbers in front before the point, replace them with a placeholder of 0. But this you have to write it. Please, I repeat, write this. It's very important. Even this. Be writing that 6 point what, write the entire digit. You only round off the last answer where you do a dotted and then you round off. Please take note of that. And then for the angles, this is for the distances. For the angles, they said you round off to 1 decimal place. So for example, if your angle is 69.239467, when you are rounding off, you always just round off to 1 decimal place. The decimal place is this was for the distances, what we are dealing with. The first part, it was for the distances, the distances. This is now for the angles. Okay? If your answer for the angle is this, 69 degrees. When you're rounding off, you write your 69 like this. But you round off to 1 decimal place. A decimal place is a number after the decimal point. So here, how many decimal places are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But you only want 1. So you round off to 1 decimal place. 1 here. So it will be 0.2 degrees. This is what you write. That's what the degree of accuracy says. Round off to 1 decimal place for degrees. So if your answer is 36 point, let's say 36.3967 and so on, 1 decimal place, 1, you cut off from here, 1 to this one, you add 36.4 degrees. So that's what you do. You always, for degrees, if you are calculating an angle, The last answer is 69 point what. You always round off to one decimal place. Okay? Always round off to one decimal place. Always round off to one decimal place. If, for example, 690.352.9 what. Always round off, if this is degrees, round off to one decimal place. Here, 1. Then the decimal place, what? The number after the decimal point. You add 1 to this one. 690.4 degrees. So my target was just to help you to know where to round off. For the distances, it is 3 significant figures. You calculate 3. You add the numbers 1, 2, 3. You draw a line. Then you add to this one in case if the number is above 5. If it's 5 and above. But if it's not, you just do that, follow the round off rules. Okay? I hope you have understood. Because I was seeing most of your answers are having problems when subtracting, when rounding off. That's a bit about rounding off. So don't get confused. You get a distance, maybe you say my distance is 36. 36.6 maybe 2.923 okay, 36 point, let's say 2367 and so on. If this is a distance, is kilometers for example, or nautical miles, I said 3 significant figures. You calculate 1, 2, 3. Cut off here to be 366. This one is a number before the decimal point. Placeholder 0. You see, simple like that. And then kilometers. So write this but round off. Okay? If it is 366, let's say 702. Okay? It's like this, 0.738 and so on. You calculate 1, 2, 3. You cut off from here. It will be 3, 6. This one add this one, 7. 1, 2. You place these placeholders, you replace it by 0, 0, 0. Kilometers. Simple. Like that. That's how you round off, guys. I hope you have picked an idea. I was just trying to help you guys to see how to round off distances. Okay.